All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin. I'm your host, Tone Vays. Coming to you live from Porto, Portugal. So really cool place. I'm only here one more night. Was here last night. I'm here one more night. I'm about to wrap this video. I'm just going to go walk around. Hey, everyone. I'm just going to go walk around. Enjoy, and then have dinner with some viewers of this channel that live here in Porto. By the way, I'm maybe doing a lot less streams more often. I just, first of all, there's nothing happening, so like this is getting super boring. Second, Google is like locking me out. It's not on purpose, but it's just their stupid system. So I'm now forced to run a US VPN. So the only way I could stream today, and the only way I streamed last time, is by running a VPN set to the United States, which is not something I want to be doing on my computer all the time, because I don't want my web traffic constantly going through the United States. Because they're not letting me log in. I switched cell phones, and now every time I want to stream, it's asking me to provide a code from my Google cell phone, but it's asking me to provide it from a cell phone from like 6 years ago. And then I'm like, okay, well, I don't have that one. And so I removed it, and now it's asking me get your, and then it's not even telling me which cell phone the code is from. So it's just super annoying, and it's impossible to get a hold of anybody at Google. So if every time I travel, I'm forced to use a US-based VPN in order to do a stream, I'm unlikely to stream. I'm just so expect a lot less streams. It's just and nothing's happening, so it's a combination of the two. But it's a super annoying problem. So it takes me like now 20 minutes to because I keep trying to get it to work without having to run a VPN set to the United States. Because Google is so smart, right? They're preventing you from logging in, thinking that your account's been hacked. But if you run a VPN from a place where you stream somewhat often or have in the past, suddenly your account's not hacked anymore. So this tells you how dumb Google is, but at the same time, it tells you how just like frustrating. Like also, they don't allow me to stream if my cell phone doesn't have screen lock, and if I don't have two-factor authentication. And you can get around all of this. But it's just stupidity. But it's super annoying. That's why I'm like frustrated this morning, because it took me an extra half an hour to get the stream up and running. I hate Authenticator apps. I think they are I think they're I just hate Authenticator apps. And no, the answer is you can't. They force you to go through like 8 clicks in your cell phone and get like a code. It's like an internal authenticator through your Google phone. And well, Google like Windows phone. Like I don't have an iPhone, right? So any other phone is a Google phone. So it's either an iPhone or a Google phone. And the answer is no. Well, it's their own two-factor. It's not the Authy app. It's not the Google Authenticator app. It's internal in the settings. So it takes like at least 8 clicks to get to it, and then those codes don't even work because it just doesn't recognize that cell phone. It's asking me it used to ask me for a specific cell phone that I stopped using like 6 years ago, and it still thinks I use that phone. Yeah, I can't use any of that stuff. Well, like, it would be great to like run, to live my life on all of these apps that aren't like connected to Google, but because of what I do, because of me using Google all day, every day, I can't. All right, let's go to the charts. But yeah, if I have to spend half an hour before every stream, there's not going to be a stream. I'd rather go walk around town. So this is going to be more of a Q&A. I mean, there's really nothing to say on the charts. The stock markets have not opened yet. And we had this dead cat bounce into the bottom of the triangle. Am I streaming in reasonable definition? Yeah. Yeah, there's a 1080. We had a dead cat bounce into the bottom of the triangle, and now we're pulling back down. So the biggest concern is what happens if the price of Bitcoin goes below $16,000. And the most likely outcome of that would be one more capitulation. Is it definite? No one knows. But the closer we get to this line, the more likely we are to once again drop. But this drop, will now be a little bit more limited. Because I do believe Bitcoin has a bit of a floor down in the $11,000 zone. I just don't see it going down lower than that. It's this region here, going down lower than that. That's basically the capitulation that could happen. And hopefully we reverse from that area really, really quickly. Our allocation chart, we're going to wait and see, because next candle, we will cross back over once again. And we will have the price below all three moving averages, and they're all gonna be declining. So we wait and see. I did not rush in to buy Bitcoin here. Did not add additional position. This is a good time to dollar cost average if you are going to be holding Bitcoin for the long term. I don't know why someone is asking me when Bitcoin 50,000, because I don't understand how you think I know that. Bitcoin will eventually go above 50,000. I am 99.9% confident Bitcoin will one day go above 50,000. It can be next year. I believe it's likely to be next year. It could also be in 2028. I really don't know. That's why we watch the charts and take it from there. Do you think the trend line extrapolated from the 2018 and 2020 lows weekly close holds any significance? I don't know. Let's see. Wow, I did not even catch that one. That looks nice. That looks very nice. It does hold some significance, so that's a good thing. But I'm not that high on trend lines. I can even do this, right? Well, we will know soon. We will know within a week. We will certainly know within a week whether this trend line is of significance or not. We're right on the trend line once again. So we should know real soon. Because I can also draw the same trend line like this. Or like this. So it's still the same trend line. There's nothing wrong with this trend line. Remember the tone-based rules of trend lines. You can, as long as you don't break the bodies of any candles, it's a legit trend line. So this is the most bullish case for the trend line. And I would say this because I want to touch both of those candles. This is a slightly more bearish case for that trend line. So either way, that trend line is true. I'm going to delete it, but I'm going to keep it in mind now. Thanks, Top Cat. Have a Fonseca Townie port. Oh man, I had a port yesterday. I Instagrammed it. I didn't have that port. There was a port from 1976, which is older than me. But yeah, the port wines around here are excellent. Tone, how likely we will see all-time high next year? 10%. I would give it more than a 10% probability. I have it more at like 25% probability. Maybe even 30% probability that we will see a new all-time high next year, or at least close to it. Emmett James, hi to you as well. I need to keep up with the politics of Israel Palestine more often. I know it's a giant nightmare over there. Hey, Green Candle, thanks for joining me. You're up early. All right, let's go to something is going on with Grayscale. Someone said there was some kind of a tender offer or something. Like, I'm not really sure. I'll need to look it up. Daily chart, we haven't done anything in the last couple of days. Basically, we're consolidating for the last few days. This is the day. This is the daily chart. Yeah, we got rejected by that 50-period moving average, which is now dropping fairly quickly. I mean, this is a disastrous looking chart. We are back below this consolidation. We're now consolidating below 17,000, and this is not looking good for Bitcoin. It's just not. It's been a while. You haven't checked Lucid Weekly SARs, just around 20K. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, well, the Lucid SARs have been bearish for quite a while. I've been meaning to come to write up my own code for my own SAR, because I've stared at this enough in the past, and I think this could be done a little bit better. So I would trade the SAR a little bit differently, and I would want that in my code. Yeah, guys, I'm not a salesman. I'm really not. I'm a trader. So I can explain shit well because I used to be a teacher, and I'm a trader. I mean, that's my skill set. I'm not a salesman. So yeah, that's not my job to be a salesman. And I don't want it to be my job. It's a miserable job. I hate being a salesman. So we will see. But if you do want to buy something, check out the on-demand videos for products and services. Yeah, those who are expertise at sales get a lot more views. Yes. My expertise isn't that. My expertise is trading, charting, trading, and teaching. That's my expertise. But yeah, check out the TA and risk management videos. The options is still 1,500 for now. I'll take it back to 2,000 in the new year. I don't expect anyone to get a single dollar of FTX tokens, FTX deposits. Basically, I know how they're claiming that there's billions in like the US subsidiary and it was segregated. I don't believe that. I believe they spent it all. I believe it was a giant Ponzi scheme and they spent all of it on political donations and, money laundering in Ukraine. So I don't believe anyone is going to get a penny back. I think it's all gone. I think it's like Bitconnect. It's just gone. It's like that Trayvon James video. Yeah, guys, the financial summit will be back very, very soon. So check that out. Yeah, so it's that Trayvon James video. Trayvon James, your money's gone. Let me see if I can turn the audio on. Well, that's the full one. Oh yeah. Can't believe it only has 11,000 views. It should have way more than that. Because I don't like this one because it like frames it weirdly.
Over, and he lost 30,000.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do the other one. Hopefully, I have it at the right moment. Can you guys hear it?
$3. I understand it is a fucked up situation. They gave you your coin. They gave everyone their coins at one time. They couldn't have gave us a warning, because if they would have gave us a warning, there would have been insider trading. So they had to do it all at one time.
It's so wrong at every count.
At one time, they're gonna sell them.
Wait, where is it? It's got to be
I
there.
understand. For a while, know that you only lose when you sell. If you hold on to your Bitconnect coins and wait, they will be more than they were when they gave them to you. So $363. So you got your Bitconnect coins at $363.
Wait, maybe it's earlier.
Lose $30,000. Okay. Everyone, listen up. You didn't lose your money. Now you have your. Technically, you kind of lost your money. You lost your hope. You know, you can't. This is cryptocurrency, and if there's one thing that people who have been in cryptocurrency for a while know, that you only lose when you sell. If you hold on to your Bitconnect coins and wait, they will be more than they were when they gave them to you. So $363. So you got your Bitconnect coins at $363. I understand it is a fucked up situation. They gave you your coin. They gave everyone their coins at one time. They couldn't have gave us a warning, because if they...
All right, I'm going to put it back to where the best part is, and then I'm going to close it so that next time I have to reference this video, it's going to start right there. Probably right at the 1 minute mark. This is a classic. It's a classic video.
Let me click on it because I want to see someone who was not a YouTuber talk about the situation. And he's basically saying that he put his life savings in Bitconnect. He said he transferred it over and he was trying to log in and it wasn't logging in. And then he logged in and it said that Bitconnect was over.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, hey guys, I'm planning to put the financial summit unconfiscatable on sale this weekend. We're just gonna check on the dates one more time. It's either gonna be 6 and 7, or I want to see if it can be 7 and 8. It can be Thursday, Friday instead of Wednesday, Thursday, and then the poker game will be the night before. But it will be this week. Right now we have the poker game set for the 5th, and the conference for the 6th and the 7th. So that's the plan right now. It might get moved by a single day, but this is probably it. Tickets will go on sale this week, and it'll be at its lowest price for just a week. It'll go on sale for Christmas and New Year's, and after that, price will probably rise because these things are becoming very expensive to organize. So keep in mind those that want to come to Las Vegas. My thoughts on minimum wage laws. I don't like minimum wage laws. I'm not a fan of minimum wage laws. Well, I don't think anyone other than SBF is gonna be in jail. Like, I don't think the rest of them are just gonna, sing like a canary to avoid prison. Thoughts on Elon stepping down from Twitter? Why would Elon step down from Twitter? That's a new one. They're coming after CZ now. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not a fan of Binance, as you guys know. Fed rate hike. Well, the Fed rate hike is only expected to be 25 basis points. So, and the other question was, am I still bullish on the S&P? I am still bullish on the S&P. We did break this trend line, but right now, so far in pre-market, it's pretty bullish. We have some news announcements. Well, actually, no, not really. Nothing today. Nothing at 8:30 in the morning today. Starts tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm still of the belief that S&P has bottomed, and now we will see whether we start a bullish trend early next year or it's a giant disaster. I think we're going to end up breaking this trend line on its 5th try. Thoughts on immigration policies? Wow, someone really wants my political opinions. Why do you think cancer is on an increasing trend? I think the science on that is somewhat established. Seed oils, the leading cause of cancer. If you don't listen to the mainstream media, of course, they'll tell you it's the sun. Yet somehow, 10,000 years, humans lived with the sun and no sunblock. There wasn't much cancer. So it's not the sun; it's seed oils. Google seed oils and stay away from as much as possible. Unfortunately, it's hard to get away from seed oils. I mean, they're even in baby formulas. And anytime you eat out, 90% of restaurants will use seed oils because they're cheap and they're a big problem for your health, which is why it's better to cook at home. Something I don't really get to do because I don't really have a home. Why not a fan of CZ? Well, for the same reason I was never a fan of SBF. They created their companies on the back of a token. And I don't like companies that are created on the back of a token. I mean, I don't care that he sells shitcoins. I mean, Kraken sells shitcoins as well, or lets you trade in shitcoins, and I like Kraken. A lot of friends work at Kraken. But Kraken doesn't have a scammy BNB token or a scammy Kraken token. And that's why I'm a fan of Kraken, but I'm not a fan of Binance. Or for the same exact reason, I was never a fan of FTX. Thoughts on immigration policies of a country on how it should decide immigration is a tough one. Immigration is a tough one. I'm not a fan of illegal immigration. I'm a fan of legal immigration. As a country, right? Like if I ran a country, I would want the best and the brightest to come to my country. The entrepreneurs, the wealthiest, the best and the brightest to come to my country. But I know full well that by taking, let's say, the best and the brightest out of, say, Indonesia, I am preventing Indonesia from being a better country. So there's a really good TED Talk about this. Let me Google it on a different monitor. TED Talk on immigration. Yeah. So here, it's a very interesting view. Oh, it's only 6 minutes. Where's the whole presentation? Yeah, this is better. Let me see. 12 minutes. I think the whole thing is 12 minutes. Whoa, that is wild. Yeah, here, Google this. It's a very interesting view on immigration. So this guy does this presentation using marbles. It's really cool, actually.
Good. In Africa alone, there are 650 million people who make less than $2 a day. 650 million. And in India, another 890 million people, desperately poor. China adds another 480 million people. Making less than $2 a day. And unfortunately, million people who the World Bank say make less than $2 a day. And finally, there's 105 million of Latin America's population.
Yeah, it's a really good presentation. If you've never seen this, it's definitely worth watching.
Regardless of the effect on our natural resources.
It's old though, it's from 2010.
Even if we went by the most radical proposals in Washington, which are to actually double our immigration to 2 million a year, which would totally overwhelm our physical, natural, and social infrastructures, we couldn't make a noticeable difference. And we may be really hurting the impoverished people of the world because the million that we do take are among the most energetic, often the better educated, certainly the most dissatisfied people that if they did not immigrate would be the agents for change to improve the lot of all the people in these countries. The true heroes in the global humanitarian field are the people in these countries who have the wherewithal to immigrate to another country, but instead stay in their countries to apply their skills to help their fellow countrymen.
Yeah, it was a really great presentation on immigration. Someone is asking if I've opened a position in, by the way, silver weekly chart. Look at the beautiful MRI top in silver. Had to look at a silver chart recently. Someone is asking if okay, shitcoins. Let's stick with shitcoins. BITF. Bitfarms. Have I opened a position in Bitfarms? The answer is I have not. I'm just going to wait till next year. I just don't want to open a position in the last week of December. So I know there's an MRI coming. I know I'll probably not going to get as great of a price, but it's okay. So I will just wait till next year, next tax year, even though for me it doesn't matter because I trade in a retirement account. I just don't want to deal with it over the holidays. So I will likely, I'm not saying definitely, I will likely open a position sometime early next year instead. I'm not, and if I miss it, then I miss it. You know, that's kind of welcome to trading. If this thing is at like 80 cents, I'm not going to get in. So if it's around 50 cents early next year, then I'll do it. Yeah, I need to learn more about like the pH in the water and those alkaline machines. I don't know. I'm not. I started doing some research. I was gonna buy one of those alkaline machines, but I also need a home in order to do that. Hey, so I wanted to take a look at a couple of shitcoins, BNB being one of them. Look at the beautiful MRI sell on MRI warning on, this is the monthly MRI warning on BNB. We've only had an MRI sell one time on BNB versus Bitcoin. And from that moment, you know, it fell 45% versus Bitcoin. This is the second time ever we're having it. Now, we're probably going to get, probably, not definitely, we're probably going to get an MRI sell next month, but we already had the warning earlier this month. On a weekly scale, the MRI did not help us identify that top, unfortunately. But on a daily scale, let's see if the MRI was useful. Yeah, the MRI was pretty useful on the daily scale. It was useful right here. We had the warning candle, the candle before, turned into an MRI sell. The MRI buy did not materialize, but then you know when the signal failed. It fails when this candle here creates a new low, and that's when you exit your bullish position. But then it did a great job of identifying the low 3 days ago. So I did not know that. I just looking at it now. So the MRI buy on BNB was certainly useful. Those interested in the MRI, again, tonebase.com, products and services, MRI indicator, the price is still lowered. I'm probably going to leave the $400 price for a little while. It is now 400. At one point, it was 1,000, but the Bitcoin price was higher, so everyone was wealthier. Yeah, I still have 1,000 right here. I need to change that. And yeah, it's only 400. And you do get lifetime access to the MRI. Hey guys, follow the Financial Summit on Instagram and also on Twitter. We're going to be doing a lot more research. Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Check this out. These are Bitcoin trading cards. Those of you that were fans of like basketball and baseball cards back in the day, check this out. This is an amazing Christmas present. Even if you just give out a pack to everyone, especially kids, at your Christmas dinner, family Christmas dinner. I just ordered a whole box, and I really want. There's a card of me in here. There's only like 3 living people featured here. It's me, Adam Meister, and Max Kaiser. And the other people that are featured are like Hal Finney and some economists like Hayek. There'll be a series 2 with more people in it. So this is absolutely awesome. There's 65 different trading cards. It's really just like the old basketball and baseball cards. So this is awesome. I've never really promoted it, but I've been chatting with the creator of it. I'm really happy he did a card of me. I didn't even think they were going to be this cool looking. So I bought a box. They're all limited edition. Once all of these get sold, I mean, he's going to be working on series 2. They're all going to be different. So these should be cool collector items. It's BTC -tc.com. So Bitcoin trading cards. Follow them on Twitter. There should be a Twitter link somewhere here. Surprised there isn't. I should ask him to change that. Contact. Maybe it's there. In the about us, I'll message the founder of this and let him know to put his Twitter handle like right on the website so people can follow it. But you can follow it on Twitter. Trying to remember the Twitter handle, but slips my mind right now. Yeah, it's super cool. They put a lot of work into this. They're really cool cards. Really, really cool cards. Okay, so let's go back to shitcoins. Oh, that's Bitcoin. Let's see oil. But again, like it's the weekend. Let's see where things are opening up. So this is GBTC. GBTC looks disastrous, and it does look like it's ready to break down further. I still think that that discount's going to go away. Oil is starting to rise once again. We got to wait and see. I think we got to wait like till Wednesday to get the number of last week or something. So what was the last number that we had? Yeah, so they drew 5 million more barrels. So, man, they're really milking that strategic oil reserve until there is no more strategic oil reserve left. Next release is going to be on the 21st. That's tomorrow. No, that's not tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 20th. That's on Wednesday, right? And we'll get the number for the 14th, and we will see if they stopped withdrawing oil and maybe started buying some oil, but I doubt it. But once they start buying oil, I expect this to rise super quickly. Gold futures, not very interesting. S&P. Again, I need the market to prove to me that it's going to go lower than this low. And if it does, then yes, a catastrophe will likely ensue. But for now, I'm trusting the 200-week moving average. This is silver future. I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to close that. Oh, that's my US stocks. So what is this? Oh, this is the silver. Shit. Crap. So I have to remember which ticker it was, and I don't remember which ticker it was. I don't think it was this. Oh man. So I edited the wrong. Oh no, I think it is this. Yep, that's the one. I got it. Cool. So I think it's on a weekly scale. Yep. Okay, got it. Okay, this is the one I need to save and close. And now I can edit this. Okay, so Binance isn't the only shitcoin that's dying. Where's Filecoin? Something's going on here. Look at this garbage. Like, how in the world does anyone believe this nonsense? Look at this. Look at this. It's creating a new all-time low. Like, what idiot paid 0.01 Bitcoin for this? That's insane. In US dollar terms, someone paid over $200 for this. And when it opened, they paid $100. And now it's $3. Well, like, who believes in this garbage? I don't understand. So this is the new hot one, right? So Solana is going to go towards zero, right? So Solana's days are done. And what's the next hot one? So who's going to take over Solana? Well, Solana is now old technology. Solana is now old 2020 crap. So the new one is Matic, because no one cared about it back then. The hype didn't start till later. So it's still in that hype cycle. So all the luster from the crazies who believe in things like Cardano, which has like 18 trillion coins in circulation. Hopefully this thing will go to zero. And the nonsense like Tezos, which is also at a new all-time low. And everyone's going to be like, oh, I knew it all along. It was going to be this one. Matic was going to be it, right? And then next year, some other thing will come out. And then this will go to zero. And the other thing will rise. Like none of these things are going to be around. They're all going to go towards zero. And eventually, this will happen to Ethereum as well. Ethereum is still way lower than its all-time high versus Bitcoin in 2017. So none of these things are going to go anywhere. Doge is the only one that made a more recent high, but that's thanks to Elon Musk. But man, when Doge breaks these lows, it's over for Doge as well. Litecoin is probably on its last dead cat bounce. And it will also trend towards zero. They will all trend towards zero against Bitcoin. That's very important, against Bitcoin, and Binance will as well. Binance token will as well. They all will. Especially B-Trash. Look at this. Look at this. Like, you know how far you have to zoom in? Wow. Some people are still holding on to this. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I'm on a monthly chart. Look at this. Thoughts on the Pandora papers? Not really. No thoughts. People should have financial freedom. There should be no Pandora papers. People should be able to put their wealth in anything they like. That's capitalism. Hey, Simply Bitcoin. Yeah, next time I see you, I'll autograph something. All right, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Well, if Elon's smart, he's just gonna use Lightning. Bitcoin with Lightning. Take a look at Chainlink. That thing's still around? Still exists? But yeah, well, that's gonna, once it breaks this low, it's gonna accelerate down. Guys, all this shit is gonna go down versus Bitcoin. I don't know why the Link USD chart's gone. Binance stopped trading it. I mean, this thing can still be worth, you know, $20 one day, but versus Bitcoin is going to be almost zero. That's the point. But versus dollars, I mean, once the bull market starts, it can go up like every other garbage. But versus Bitcoin, it's going to go down. How do I drag that in there? I can't. Where is it? Who remembers this scam? Look at that. See, this is what happens. Once your scam breaks the prior swing low, it just goes down and down and down. Do you know how many trolls told me this is the future of digital currency? This Verge scam. All right, let me see the farms. So let's see what the pre-market price is, though you may not have one. Yeah, the daily chart. See, the daily chart is not looking very bullish at the moment, though we do have a couple of extensions. We have an MRI buy on the daily chart. I like the weekly chart. And the monthly chart definitely has a lot of room to go. So we'll see. We'll see what happens early next year. Housing market. No thoughts on the housing market. No, I'm not even gonna open the BSV chart. Mara. I mean, Mara's still going down. Could be another option. Yeah, weekly is got a couple of weeks away from an MRI buy. XRP is another giant scam. You guys know my thoughts on XRP. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go and enjoy Porto. As I said in the beginning of this stream, there will likely be a lot less videos because I can't log into my Google account in order to stream unless I have a VPN set to the United States. That is a big problem because I don't want to be running a VPN all the time that puts me in the United States. So it's a Google issue that I can't solve because I can't get anyone from Google on the phone to solve it. They're forcing me to do two-factor authentication with a cell phone that I don't actually have. So that is why I think if I even log out of my Google account again, I will never be able to get back in. So that's a big concern. And that's why these streams are going to be actually probably rare in the future. Because if I can't log into my YouTube account, then I can't bring you the stream. So that's a giant pain in the ass that I have to deal with this morning. And on my last stream from London, right now I'm in Portugal. Based on how I travel, I'm always in different countries, and Google is forcing me to verify in a way that's impossible. So, and there's nothing I can do about it either. So unless Google solves their internal issue and requests for me to prove that it's me with a cell phone that I actually use and not a cell phone that I stopped using 7 years ago. So that's a big issue that's gonna create big problems for me streaming, or potentially even use Google one day as an account. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one at some point. All right, bye, guys.